Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Advanced Learning Center. This is the disclaimer of my video. Today I am going to discuss about the Microprocessor ET502 5th semester question paper that was came in the year 2021 under State Council for Technical Education Assam. So myself Tashir Ali Sheikh. The contents of today's videos are Microprocessor question paper of 2021, solution of the microprocessor part A, solution of question number 1 fill in the blanks, solution of question number 2 state true or false, solution of question number 3 choose the correct answer. So this was the question paper that was came in the year 2021 in end semester examination for the 5th semester of the subject microprocessor. There are two parts, just like the previous question paper. Here is also two part A and part B. In part A there are 25 marks is there. So first is fill in the blanks. There are 10 questions in fill in the blanks. Each has a 10 marks. We'll be go through each questions in our coming slide. So these are the questions. Question number 2 is write true or false. Here is also 10 marks. 10 questions is there. So this is the question. Next question is question number 3. Here is also 5 questions are there. Choose the correct answer. So this question will be gone through in our upcoming slide. In part B there are 45 marks. Here define microcomputer. What are the different language translator? Explain briefly. Write few lines about the cache memory. Question number 5. Write 5A. Write about the different function of buses in 8051 with Popper diagram. 5B. Explain with Popper diagram the generations of read and write control signals. 4 marks. While lower order address bus and data bus are multiplex and demultiplex. Question number 6A and 6B is draw the timing diagram of move A, B and explain properly. 6 marks. Question number 7A, what are the stack and stack pointer? Question number B, with the help of the push and pop, how we can store and retrieve the data in a stack? Explain with proper figure and example. So question number 8A, write an ALP to find the large number of two 8-bit numbers stored in two different registers. 8B, write an ALP to add two 8-bit numbers which are stored in 2000 hex and 2010 hex, and the results is 16-bit. Question number 9A, draw the block diagram of 8255 and explain the operations. 9B, make the control word when the ports of Intel 8255 are defined as follow: port A as an output port, mode of port A model, port B as an input port, mode of port B mode 0, port C upper is an input port, port C lower as an output port. What are the different general purpose register in 8086 microprocessor? Question number 10A and B is explain the different modes of operation in 8086. 10C, write briefly about the memory segmentations. 11A, write about the different classes of the instruction, give an example of each. 11B, write a program to add two 16-bit numbers with or without carry in 8086. 3 marks. So next is solution of question number 1, fill in the blanks. See first question. What is the first question? First question is generation of the computer is upgraded with the advance of dash. So as we know that there are different generation are there from first generation to till now 5th generations, 7th generation computer is going. Most probably you have heard that 7th generation, 5th generation, 4th generation. So these are the generation you will be heard when you will be when you will be go for the buying a laptop or desktop or computers. So there are different generations are there. Is in each generation there are major changes are there. Basically in the the generation of computer is upgrade with the advancement of the, here will be answer is IC means integrated circuit. Based on the IC's integration, nowadays computer are generation of computer is upgraded. So see in the details, first generation vacuum tube was used and the duration was 1940 to 1956. This is the first generation computer. In the first generation computer there was uses the vacuum tubes. And the second so these are the companies that was designed the first generation or invented the first generation computer: ENIAC, Univac, IBM 650 and IBM 701, etc. These are the company that was produced product was sold under these companies. Now see the second generation computer, there was used the transistor. The second generation duration was 1956 to 1963. So in the second generation computers it was used transistor. Next is the company, that is IBM, PDP and Univac. So these are the three company they have manufactured on the second generation computer. Next is third generation computer was integrated circuit, that is IC. So this third generation duration was 1964 to 1971. So from third generation onwards they have given the preference on the IC for the upgradation of computers. So here is also IBM, Univac, PDV. So these three companies was produces the third generation computer. Next see the fourth generation. Fourth generation computer are generally uses based on the microprocessor, because in microprocessor any type of operations is possible. So that's why in the from the fifth generation onwards of the computers they have uses widely the microprocessor, and the period where it was start in the year 1971 till present date. So this is the company they have produces: Apple, IBM, PDP, etc. Now fifth generation of computer use ultra large scale integration, and with the help of this one they have used, with the help of using the artificial intelligence they have used the that is ultra large scale integration. So this was start in 1981 to till date it is working. So in the different generation different technology are uses. So here the answer is I have written ICs, because nowadays based on the ICs we are going to change our computer generation. Okay, so next questions, in fourth generation computer dash issues we have seen in our previous histories of the computers generations. If you remember this one, so here in the fourth generation of the computer we have used one microprocessor in the fourth generation. Okay, so here will be answer from the previous slide. You can easily answer these questions, that is in fourth generation computer we use the microprocessor. Next, in fourth generation computer use VLSI, that is very large scale integration technology or circuit. Therefore they are also known as microprocessor. Intel was the first company to develop the microprocessor. Okay, so Intel was the first company who has developed the microprocessor. So next question, flux register is dash bit. Flux register is 8 bit. So out of this 8 bit, this 5 bit are used widely, that is S flux, Z, AC, P and CY. These are the 5 flags. Here is 8 bits and answer is 8 bit D0 to D7. So these are 8 bits that are used. So out of that these 5 are commonly used. Next is In 8051 there are dash number of control signals. So in 8051 there are three number of control signals. So these are the read, write and AL. So these are the three control signals that are used in 8085 microprocessor as a control signal. So what read did? Read, this signal indicates that select input, output or memory device to be read and it's read ready for accepting data available on the data bus. Write, this signal is indicate that the data on the data bus is to be written into an selected memory or input output locations. And ALE, it is a positive going pulse generated when a new operation is started by the microprocessor. When the pulse goes high it indicates address, when the pulse goes down it indicates data. Next question is 1E. Program counter holds dash of the memory location, address of the memory location, because program counter generally holds the address of the memory locations. Okay. So next questions is 1F. Machine cycle gives the time required to execute an CPU cycles. So the machine cycle gives the time required to execute the CPU cycle. Okay. So next question, auxiliary carry flag is dash when there is no carry from D3 to B to D4 bit. So the auxiliary carry flag will be 0 when there is no carry from D3 to D4 bit. To retrieve data from the stack, instruction is use push. Okay. So the push instruction is used to decrement the current stack pointer and store data to the stack. Okay. So the poop instruction is used to read the data from the stack and increment the current stack pointer. Okay. So next question, the memory address capacity of 8086 microprocessor is 1 MB. In 8085 maximum memory location memory capacity is 64 KB, but in 8086 it is 1 MB. So there are dash segments register in 8086 microprocessor. There are 4 segment register in 8086 microprocessor. So these are CS, DS, SS and ES. So these are the 4 segments that are used in 8086 microprocessor. So shared stands for code segment and it is used for addressing a memory location in code segment of the memory where acceptable program is stored. DS, it stands for data segment. It contains of the data used by the program and is accessed in the data segment and offset address of the contents and the register. SS is stand for the stack segment. It holds memory to store data and addressing during the execution. ES is stand for extra segment. ES is additional data segment which is used by the steering to hold the extra destination data. Question number 2, solution of question number 2, that is state true or false. Okay. So next state true or false. Okay. So the code segments for the memory hold instruction codes is a codes of a program. So this statement is true. Okay. Next is the instructions of subroutine in 8085 is called. This is false. The instruction of subroutine in 8085 is false. Okay. So instruction of subroutine is 8085 is not called, it is will be written. For a minimum mode of operations in operation, the pin MN/MX is connected to BOC. False. It should be connected to it logic 1. Okay. So in 8085 microprocessor operated the minimum mode when mn oblique mx pin to be logic 1, not to BOC. Next is MOV BX, 8538 means MOV 16-bit data 8538 to BX. Statement is true because this data will be 16-bit data will be stored in the or moved to the BX. In memory map input output, the device is identified by 8-bit address. This is also true. So in 8085, if the signal at the ready point is low, the microprocessor enter into void state. So this statement is also true. In our previous year in 2022 question paper, so this question was there. So this statement is in 8085, if the signals at the ready pin is low, the microprocessor enters into void state. So question is repeat here. So Intel 8259 manage 7 interrupt according to the instruction written into its control register. It is a false statement. In PIC, that means PIC provide 8 interrupts inputs from IR interrupt returns from IR0 to IR7. Instead, not it is 7. Okay, it is not 7 interrupts, it will be 8 interrupts. Okay, next is in 8085, when address line A0 is logic, the controller is select to write a command or ready the status. So this statement is also false because the control word is recognized as IC1 when A0 is 0. The control word is recognized as ICW2 when A0 is 1. Special marks mode is reset and status read is assigned to IRR. Okay, so in 8085, the instruction move A, M is example of direct addressing. False. Register indirect addressing because this instruction operate it's in memory. Okay, so here M is nothing but it is a memory, right? So that's why it is called the indirect addressing. Okay, not a direct addressing mode. It is not a direct addressing mode, it is a indirect addressing mode. Okay, so that's why it is false. It is a indirect addressing mode. Here I have written it is a indirect addressing mode, this one, not direct addressing mode. Okay, so next is choose the correct answer from the multiple options. In 8086, 4 segment resistance are there. So already we have got these questions in our previous slide. There are 4 segment in the register. So this was I have already discussed. The answer will be, correct answer is CS, DS, SS and ES. So this is the correct answer. Okay, option 2 is the correct answer. CS, code segment, data segments, these are the question number 2 option. SLT of code means load data to accumulator, load the accumulator with the content of the memory, end of program, store results in the memory. Hold opcode means, we know hold means it's end of the program. Okay, so this hold means SLT means the end of the program. Okay, next question is mov b f means the content of the memory location will be loaded in register B. The address of the memory location will be loaded in B CPRs. The content of the M registers will be transferred to B registered. The content of B register will be moved to memory. From memory to it will be start B. So question number one, answer 1 is the correct answer. So this one. Okay, so option 1 is correct. it is moving from memory to B. Okay, so that's why the content memory location will be loaded in register. To execute STA 8050H instructions, it will require number of machine cycle are. Yesterday we have discussed these questions, so correct answer will be 3. Already tomorrow's question paper, that means 2021 question paper, this question was came, so correct answer is 3. So next is DMA Intel 8257. The number of channel used is answer is 4. So there are DMA means direct memory address. So in DMA support 4 channels. So number of channels here is 4. This one is the correct answer. And each of the channel has a pair of two 16-bit registers. Okay, so that contains DMA address register and terminal counter registers. Okay, each channels has a pair of two 16-bit registers, and this contains a pair of two 16-bit registers. One is called the DMA address register and another is terminal counter register. So this by making these two make a pair a 16-bit registers. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Hope this video will be useful for your end semester examinations. Please subscribe and like this video and share with your friends. Thank you.